So the formula for cell respiration is exergonic, and you start off with glucose and 6 oxygen molecules. That's converted over to 6 CO2 and 6 water. So reduction takes place when the oxygen gains hydrogen molecules to become water, and oxidation takes place when glucose loses hydrogen to become carbon dioxide. So the first step of cellular respiration is glycolysis. And with glycolysis, you start with glucose, which is a 6-carbon molecule, and you have to break it down to pyruvate. So how this happens is you have 2 ATP, and you need the energy from that, the breaking of the bonds, to make glucose into pyruvate. So the ATP both become 2 ADP, and that is the breaking off of the free phosphate, and the breaking of this bond is the activation energy needed to break the 6-carbon molecule into 2 3-carbon molecules, which are pyruvate. So when ATP becomes ADP, this is hydrolysis because we are breaking off phosphate. So when the combustion of glucose happens, 2 things have to take place. First, 2 NAD have to accept the electrons from the combustion. So they come and they accept these electrons or hydrogen, and they become NADH. Then the energy from the combustion of glucose is picked up by ADP. So when ADP picks up this energy, it becomes ATP. So it's just important to know that from the combustion of glucose, everything has to be picked up by something. So the energy is picked up by the ADP to become ATP, and then the electrons are picked up by NAD to become NADH. And so the products of glycolysis are a net gain of 2 ATP, 2 pyruvate, which go to the mitochondria, and 2 NADH, which also go to the mitochondria. So the next thing that takes place is the link reaction. So with this, it takes 2 pyruvates, which we got from glycolysis, and they each pick up CoA enzyme. And as they do this, they move into the mitochondria, and pyruvate is a 3-carbon molecule. In here, 1 carbon breaks off, so then it becomes a 2-carbon molecule, which makes it no longer pyruvate. It's now acetyl-CoA, or acetyl-CoA. So then, after this, the free carbon that was just broken off becomes CO2. And then NADH comes along and picks up the free hydrogen or electrons, NAD comes along and picks up the free hydrogen to become NADH. And then this is taken to the matrix.